Wiser. We get set to watch Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz try to even things up with the Houston Rockets. Last year when they met in the Western Conference semis, Houston took game one. Utah took game two there in Houston to knock things up. James Harden and the Rockets hoping that scenario does not repeat itself. The Kenny at the big board tonight in his AARP kicks. Wow.
He has a Alex. Well, I'm going to just let you know. Nike would be proud of these.
I like those.
I like those. These are fire. Wait a minute. Wait. These are fire now. You got to know. No ashy ankles either. You got to step your game up. You got to step your game up over there, young man.
Those are far from AARP.
Yeah, man.
But the Rain Man suit does still apply. We welcome you back inside Studio J here in Atlanta. Chuck, Shaq. Boy, much better game than game one in this Boston-Indiana series, but late game execution absolutely killed the Pacers with a chance to tie the series. So here's the way it played out if you are just joining us.
And the Pacers going to be knocking themselves for losing this game. And most of the time, they didn't even get an opportunity.
They played hard, though.
They always play hard. They always play hard, but there was 3 or 4 times where you don't even get. That's not. I don't care if that goes in. That's not a shot clock.
It was Tyree getting.
You shouldn't have the ball at half court with 2 seconds to go on the clock.
Aaron Holiday there.
They did a good job of controlling the pace of the whole game. They made their threes.
Look at how Kyrie put on the brakes right there and knocked down the.
I got to give a shout out to Brad Stevens. He did something really good this game tonight. He moved Kyrie to the 2 spot and played him with Rozier. I think that was really a big part of this win.
Kyrie on his way to a 37-point night.
Would you say he's a better scorer than passer?
No question.
So you got to get him into his best areas of the floor.
52-50 was the Boston lead at the half. That's a nice move by Darren Collison.
Shaq, Kennedy, they made their run when Kyrie was actually on the bench.
Bogdanovich hit the 3 there. And then Collison again, a 10-0 Indiana run. Miles Turner inside, 77-65. And they led by 12 in the fourth quarter.
And this when they made their run, when the Rozier in the game before they Kyrie came.
Oh my God!
Oh, come on! This kid here was really good.
And then with about 7 minutes to go, Kyrie comes back in the game.
He took over right here. It's down to 4. He took over.
But Ernie. He did, like I say. You see, he's out there with Rozier. That's a nice, little subtle adjustment by Brad Stevens.
And now he could just play one-on-one. Play basketball. This is a role he had in Cleveland.
No. But the good thing about it is switch the matchup.
Yep.
So he had a 2-guard guard him, which is, he's a point combination. But that's a nice subtle adjustment.
Finally, Matthews and then Bogdanovich hit 3-pointers after a long scoring drought for Indiana, and then Bogdanovich again.
Yeah, but that was the last thing that worked right there. The rest of the possession stunk up.
That was a huge block by Al Horford.
No. This is a hell of a pass.
Right, this pass right here.
But the block got it started.
Yes.
But after that, this is just awful.
Don't settle. Waiting out to settle. He didn't settle for the 3. Got in there.
And then after this,
I don't know what the hell happened here.
He was
waiting for the burst screen.
He's looking for the pick.
Well, listen, man, don't ever throw the ball to somebody who's not looking at you. And I don't know what the hell happened here.
I know what somebody got dunked on.
No, but they were supposed to be fouling, Shaq. They supposed to be fouling.
Inexperience, that's what that was.
Shaq.
99.
You're down 3 with 12 seconds to go. You're fouling immediately.
99-91, the final score. So Boston closes the game with a 10-0 run. And they take game 2 to take a 2-0 lead in the series. Boston in the regular season, when they didn't score 100 points, they were 0-9. In this series, 2-0 when they do not score 100 points. 99-91 in this one, 84-74 in the other one. But boy, this stings if you're Indiana and you're right there.
It stings, but this is what expected. Even when you watch this game, you can say, I can understand how Indiana wins during the regular season now. The effort, the energy, that will get you wins. But without Victor Oladipo, see, all of that brush screen to get open, to find the guy, give the ball to Victor, open the floor up. Give the ball to Kyrie, open the floor. You don't have to run brush screens to get guys open, to get in the area of the floor so he can shoot. No. Get it to our best player, open the floor up, and then he's going to either make someone double him or he's going to get the shot. So when you don't have that, you have to do all of those things, and you got Bogdanovic looking for the screen, looking the balls come. Get the ball to Victor. Give the ball to Kyrie.
That's the reason, and that's the reason they went 7.
See right here, I'm just getting to him.
I don't know what that was.
Because it's 5 seconds on the clock. Just get it to my guy and let him open the floor up. Don't look for the brush screens if you're Bogdanovic, because I would just let you pop straight out and get it. Again, come get the ball again. Who am I looking for? Those are the areas of the floor that you know it's going to your best player.
But you don't have Victor, so we can't.
Right, so that's why you're losing games.
Somebody got to step up.
Listen, they just kind of bailed on the pressure. Felt bad for them. They didn't even get shots in those situations. And
they went 7:54 without scoring in the fourth.
That's that's to piggyback on Kenny's point. That's different when you have a guy, like everybody in the NBA can play, but they don't have a Lou Williams, a Kyrie, a LeBron, Giannis. They can say, hey, here's the ball, get me a basket.
We all know the ball is getting to Kobe Bryant in the open floor. We know when it's going down, it's going to Shaq. So I got the ball at the perimeter. I'm looking for Kobe, and I'm just going to give it to Kobe and open the floor up. Because this is the last part of the game.
Kobe coming back?
No, that's the example.
You know, there's a lot of rumors out there with the Lakers.
Coming back maybe as taking over Magic's job.
Maybe he's coming out of retirement.
No.
There is another game, and it's continuing to go on NBA TV, the Detroit Pistons and the Milwaukee Bucks. You always talk, Charles, about the Game 2 and how much you enjoy that. You see the adjustments and see the effort made by the team that lost Game 1. See Blake Griffin again could not go tonight.
I'm actually love watching this game. I'm love watching this game because the Pistons have controlled the pace. They have played very well. I want to see how Milwaukee adjusts when they don't get to run and gun. Same thing with the Denver Nuggets. They got beat down in Game 1 because they had to play in a half-court game. They came out in the second half of Game 2. This is the same way. Milwaukee, they're going to have to play half-court offense. Let's see.
Oh, my gosh. Whoa. What's going on here?
That's what happens. After Thonmaker blocks you, that's what happens. Chris Middleton steps back and knocks it down from three-point range, and then Reggie Jackson, with the Pistons down, gives them the halftime lead. They were down 27 at the half of Game 1, up 1 at the half
I think it's
Game
too many
2.
points still. Even though whatever you call the pace, I think the pace, 60 points is way too much. The pace is comfortable for Milwaukee. I would imagine they could stretch out a little bit if you're playing at that pace.
But right now it's 76-67 midway through the third quarter.
But the key is, we talk about, you said the Spurs have a small little window of error. It's the same way with the Pistons. They've got to be within 6 to 7, 8 points. If it's 10 or 12 and they spurt, it's going to be 16, 18.
The Bucks getting 21 at this point out of Giannis Antetokounmpo, 11 in the third quarter, and they lead that game, as I said, 76-67. Quickly, what do you look for in the Utah-Houston game coming up?
Well, I look for Houston to pretty much do the same thing they did. They definitely have to shoot the ball well. As far as the best shooting teams, they're up there with Golden State, but every now and then they have, spots and spurts where they don't make a lot of shots. So hopefully they make a lot of shots. Hopefully they play defense. And I'm also anxious to see how they play James Harden, if they play old school defense or gimmick defense. It
was a topic of much conversation after Game 1. We'll see what Quinn Snyder does against the Beard in Game 2 of that series. It's time to head to H-Town in this game. You never know. 84-74 in Game 1. 52-50 at the half here in Game 2, and Kyrie Irving has been sensational. 18 points, 8 out of 13 from the floor, and the Celtics trying to take a 2-zip lead. Lead it by a deuce. American Express halftime report, Ernie Johnson. Shaq making notes.
Is it Bojan?
Kenny looking suave.
Bojan. Bojan or Bogan?
Bojan.
Bojan, got it. Boy-Yan, Y-A-W-A. Got it.
This is going to be a good show.
I
got it ready ebonically.
Do it like this, Shaq.
Again.
Shaq. Boy, young.
Got it, boy, young. That's good. Thank you.
Thank you. That's how you do it.
It's actually phonetically, not ebonically, but either way, both should be talking about it.
Bog, Don, D-O-N, Vitch.
This is supposed to be
I'm just writing my notes
I thought you
down.
were supposed to do this before you got out
I
here.
did, but I knew his name was
Boyan.
No, I knew it was Boyan, but this says Bojan. I don't care what nobody says.
Come on, man.
B-O.
Come on, man. Ernie, man, please stop the bleeding.
How you spell Trojan? T-R-O-J-A-N.
Oh, my God.
So this is Bojan. B-O-J-A-N.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm just
Guys,
saying.
it's not like the guy's never been in the league, man. Come on.
Wait, how do you spell what?
Come on, man.
Trojan is T-R-O-J-A-n and B-O-J. That's how you spell his name. So I'm like, Bojan.
That's
Bojan.
okay. So when you play for the Lakers,
Look, are we going to get to any good
Zach,
analysis here?
when you play for the Lakers, you go to Rodeo Drive.
Hey, no, wait. There is a rodeo and there is a rodeo. There is. You go south of La Brea, you on rodeo. You know, I'm out in L.A. You go south, you definitely in rodeo.
Kyrie has 18 in the first half, but are we going to do his? Let's go ahead and get his pictures of Bojan Bogdanovic done so we can move on.
So I asked the panel, is there anybody that can have a big score tonight? You guys said no. I think.
No, we said Bogdanovic has had 3 30-point games this year.
Well, that's not a lot, Ernie. 3 30-point games.
I know,
in
but
80 games, that's not a lot. I know. That's okay.
Is there anybody who
Hey,
can?
great
And I said,
point,
he
Jack.
You're right.
You're right. Ernie's wrong, Zach.
And you're right, Ernie. I'm with him. So he's had 12 points in the game last time. He got 12 points and a half. He's the guy. Bogdanovic. He's a Vitch, so we know he can shoot, but right now he's getting easy bucks. He has 12 points. I think he's going to still need about 18 points.
Well,
24 points ain't going to do it. He needs to be in the 30. You know,
His name is
make it his
Bojan.
fourth time.
Because it's
Hey, that's what Bojan Bogdanovic.
it spelled like Trojan, so
It is.
it's not Bojan.
But he's the guy, but 24 points ain't going to do it. He's
Oh,
still
whatever.
30.
Let's move on to you, Kenny. Tell me about the.
I got it.
I'm going
Pacers
straight to
are
the
doing
board. I ain't going to waste
offensively.
too much time. I'm going straight to the board. So you talk about if you're Indiana, you have to play small so you can get Bojan or Boyan. You can get them baskets or you can get anyone baskets. So they're going to open the floor up. And this is the new NBA. Let's go small. We got Matthews, you got Joseph, and you got Collison out here. Freeze it here. There's no one, absolutely no one is going to be allowed in this green area, in the painted area, which is Shaq or Charles would hate this kind of offense. So again, you go, everyone's on the outside. Miles Turner's up there. No one. So now, we might not make the shot, but we're going to get the shot that we want, which is the 3. Again, now, also the new NBA. So if you're not in the paint, we're the closest you can be. Freeze it here. This is the new line. You see this hash mark here? This is the only way this is the dive area. You're going to stay in the dive area. You're not allowed to get into the paint. If you're Miles Turner, you cannot be there. You have to just be in the dive area. You can't come and post up because you were wide open against Al Horford. We're going to stay open because we might not get the shot. We not make the shot, but we'll get the shot we want, and sometime they'll go in when you play small. Nobody's in the paint.
20 minutes to Wapner.
It was another example
got?
that Indiana's playing as hard as they can. They're giving great energy, great effort. The Celtics are just kind of looking at this as a scrimmage. Like, this team can't beat us. I mean, Indiana should be up at the half because they outworked this team. They're just not good enough without Victor Oladipo. But I expect the Celtics to make their run like they always do. But man, this ain't gonna work out good for them in the next round. Trying to turn it on and off. You can't do that against the elite teams.
Remember in Game 1, third quarter went
tough
26-8 Boston's way over Indiana. See what the third quarter has in store for us here in a 2-point game, 52-50, with Kyrie scoring 18. Do you remember how to say this?
Oh, yeah.
Mazij Lampi.
Oh, Mason
that how you say it?
Lampe.
Mazij Lampi.
Yeah,
ACJ.
kind of remember
it?
that.
Macy J. Did you say Macy J?
MACIE is Macy. I don't care what nobody. Macy Gray, the singer.
Members, listen up. Whenever a player records a triple-double in a playoff game, you can get 32% off at NBAstore.com the following day. Go to NBAstore.com/Amex32 for terms and details. Twitter machine up and running. I checked this out in the first half. Am I the only one who thinks every time I see Bogdanovich, I think to myself, is that Austin Crozier?
Yeah, you know what? I said that earlier.
And I said, no, you're not the only one. And here's proof.
Wait, Ernie, you
Respond to
tweeting?
the fans.
Oh yeah.
You tweeting?
Sure.
Oh man.
And check this out.
Wait.
Do we have the photographic evidence? Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow.
There you go.
Yep,
That
they
is-
do. Yep.
Crozier was a heck of a player. Ernie, did you open up your computer up on TV again?
This is the box score for the game.
Okay. You know, Chuck can't open his computer up.
So what's in there?
Oh, I'd be like, delete, 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 delete. I couldn't get my hand out.
You can't get the history.
I can't. Clear history. Clear history.
Clear cookies.
Clear.
Bojan Bogdanovich and the Pacers in search of offense. They scored just 74 points in a Game 1 loss in Boston. Kyrie and the Celtics turned it on in the second half of that opener. They take aim at a 2-zip lead. It's another doubleheader in the playoffs on TNT. We get you started with the Pacers and the Celtics, then take you to Houston for the Rockets and the Jazz.
Good game there.
Yeah, we welcome you back to the playoffs. It's TNT NBA Tip-Off presented by Auto Trader Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Charles, and the Rain Man.
I know things that you don't know, Ernie.
Just remind me of that. You just
The Rain Man suit. Yeah.
the Rain Man suit. There it is.
That's not the suit.
Yeah, it is.
That's it.
That's
right.
on my head.
That is right.
Yeah, yes, it is.
I tell you. Let's go to Vegas, guys. Let's go to Vegas.
Let's go.
Let's go. He's like, let's
Never.
go.
You can never turn down Vegas, brother.
No question.
Gotta- Vegas, Shaq.
Except when you're gambling.
You don't have a 50-50 chance.
That's very, very close.
That's the same suit, Kenneth. TV?
They just told it.
Oh, that's
Actually,
Respectful.
Shaq, it's really the Pistons on NBA TV.
You're right.
Pistons and Bucks.
What's wrong with NBA TV?
That's an hour.
That's
Nothing.
when we put the games we don't care
It's
about.
That's really, I
That's
didn't
an
know
hour
that.
from now.
That's part of the memo.
Hey, name me how many times LeBron's played on NBA TV.
Oh, he played on a lot.
He's never been on NBA TV.
Players only.
No,
Oh, yeah.
all the time.
That's not the same.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Not during the playoffs.
That's not the same.
Yeah, not during the
LeBron's
playoffs.
not playing on NBA TV right now either.
Hey, the Celtics.
I tell you what.
That's what we should put him on NBA TV if he comes. And LeBron, the word is if you come,
You
Charles
come,
is trying
LeBron.
to put you
I
on
need
NBA
I need a
TV.
favor, LeBron. I want to interview you on TNT and NBA TV. How about that?
You're gonna be doing game time tonight and waiting for the last guy to come out of the shower for that post-game interview. You know how they.
He doesn't know anything about. He doesn't.
He don't know nothing
Okay,
about that.
well, it'll be you and Freddie waiting on that guy to come do that last interview. Remember Freddie?
Hey,
Remember Freddie from
Inside
DC?
joke, America.
You remember Freddie from DC?
I remember Freddie from DC.
Can you show that graphic again real quick?
He related to Anthony.
Can you show that graphic again?
this is
Because
going
we do
back.
want to point out the fact that the Celtics made history the other day.
How they make it?
How to make history?
They are the first team to win a playoff game when scoring 84 points or less, shooting 37% or less, and turning the ball over 20
The
times.
game wasn't in doubt.
They did all those things
Yes.
and still won the game.
I think they're trying to give the Pacers a chance.
Pacers actually played a good first half of that.
Yeah, but you know they have a second half.
I know, and then they
Somebody
scored.
just added
They
with
scored 8 points in the third quarter of that
Come
game.
on, Ernie, let's
They
quit
need-
joking around. Let's get to that second game, that Rockets.
You don't want to talk at all about this Boston-Indiana game. Shaq,
Ernie-
you want to
Yeah, I
weigh
do.
in on Boston-Indiana, please?
Twice this week, you've seen teams that have been down, and one guy has stepped up. Lou Williams for the Clippers stepped up, the one big guy. And last night, Jamal Murray. Do the Pacers, question to the panel, do they have one guy that can go off, get
No,
30,
he's hurt.
get 35?
He's hurt.
I know it's Victor, but do they have one other guy? That can
Not really. I mean, Bogdanovich is their leading scorer, but
Shaq,
it's not a guy who's going to go out and.
Listen,
If they don't have that one guy, then they don't have a
the
chance.
Pacers had a chance last game, blowing that 15, 17-point lead, whatever they had. The Celtics are awakened now. They just beat them down in the second half, and I think they're going to come out tonight and send this team a message.
I was thinking about that today. Like, if
No,
Blue
they don't
Williams
have a
don't
play.
go off, Blue
They don't
Williams
have a
don't
play.
go off.
Bogdanovich,
But Lou Williams can go on.
Bogdanovich
Yes,
had,
that's what I'm
had
saying.
3 30-point games. His high this season was 37 against Minnesota.
They don't have anybody that can do it.
No, the Pacers are going to get beat down tonight. I hate to say it, but Reggie Miller's not walking through that door. They're going to get beat down tonight.
If Reggie Miller in 2019 come walk through that door, they're gonna get beat down.
That's a good point, Kenny.
That's the ride and bike Reggie Miller.
You know what I am looking forward to?
rider.
Again, when you look at the Utah-Houston game, is to see what Quinn Snyder does defensively tonight, because you guys talked it out the other
If he
night
does
about
that, there's no way. There's a difference we said about shading and giving.
Shading.
Giving someone the whole left side of the whole side of the floor, right side of the floor, and he's the MVP, and he understands how to play the game, and he's the most lethal scorer possibly in the NBA. You cannot do that. You have to play him straight up, or you're going to have to double. If you're saying, I would say straight up, lock down the corner threes, lock down the wing threes, and let's play basketball and see.
That's exactly what you asked me the other night. That's how I would play James Harden. Mano a mano. I put 3 or 4 guys on him. I make him make those step-back threes because I think they get stagnant. This thing right here, I don't know what the hell that is.
I know that it's called a gimmick defense.
This is like, I mean, you ain't taking
don't work,
Ernie.
Ernie.
You might as well play a boxing one.
Well, you might as well start doing 1, 2, 3 Cancun. I mean, this don't, I'm not even sure what the strategy was. Are you
You're saying let a guy go in a half court and let him play
full speed? That's your
full
big
speed
guy.
go full
and he
speed.
got, and the big guy's scared because every time he comes up, Capella gets a dunk.
If we got a split, you guys are actually wrong. Reggie Miller is walking through that door because he's calling this game with Kevin Harlan. And the hanky is a nice touch. Is that houndstooth?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That hanky, I'm not feeling that.
That stitch out the
I'm not
window.
feeling that hanky.
Saw that earlier.
Scissors.